exactly what the campaign is all about. Mr. Media, can you tell me and the people at home what you exactly want to do today?
Good afternoon, Mr. Cole. What it is, we're down here. There's 50 employees from Rolls-Royce and Netherton plant. We've come down here to do a little rally while saving our plant in Netherton, which is under threat of closure through, well, supposedly from America. But I think it's all down to mismanagement and management in Rolls-Royce Netherton, I think, of disgusting.
There seems to be a problem here today where management are a bit like Christopher Columbus. They don't know where they're going when they set out. They don't know where they are when they get there, and they couldn't tell you where they've been when they came back. There's British management, and unfortunately, the people who pay the biggest price are the workforce. There's this John Cole reporting from Westminster.
Hello Andy, I'm just down here doing a little interview. It's glad to see you down here today with the supporting the lads. I know your management and all that, but could you just give us a little insight as to what's happening at Rolls-Royce at this present time?
Well, you know what I mean? You know, we have a problem. We can't get the parts, and if you don't change the way you work, then, you know, there ain't gonna be a fact. So you've got to decide what you want it to. Well, if you don't change, become a dinosaur, be extinct.
See, Mr. Cash, you keep talking about peaks and troughs. Peaks and troughs. Peaks and troughs. Can you explain these peaks and troughs?
Well, I mean, you know, when we've got the work, we want you to be in. But when we have a trough, when there's no parts, we want you to go out. Well, it's simple, you know. It's simple economics. We ain't got the parts, you can't build. If you can't build, you can't stay there. You know. And you expect me to pay you to stand around? Well, it ain't gonna.
Could you tell me, I remember you standing up a few years ago and you stood on a stool and said, bring your beds in, bring your beds in.
You know, I don't
excuse me, Mr. Cash, you don't mind. You stood on a stool and said, bring your beds in, bring your beds in. 2 months down the line, there was major redundancies in the Rolls-Royce Netherton plant. Could you tell me whether you are managing Rolls-Royce plant to its best?
Well, let me explain what I said to the committee yesterday. We don't get the parts. It ain't just a problem with Liverpool. If you go to Derby and you go to Anstey, they don't get the parts. And they don't get the parts, then they can't build. And it ain't just a problem here. It's a problem within Rolls-Royce. So we've got a big problem because we've got people like John and Idiot who don't, you know. At the end of the day, we ain't got the parts, we can't get it anywhere. You know, you've got to change.
Also, Mr. Cash, you keep mentioning every time we have a meeting or a meeting with Simon Hughes and all that, switch your mobile phones off. Could you tell me what that's all about?
Well, you know, it is, you know, I always say, please, ladies and gentlemen, switch your mobile phones off because I think it's important, because I need to get the message across to you. But you don't listen. You don't seem to understand that I've got a business to run and I've got to make it profit. But you don't listen. And it's as simple as that.
Thank you very much, well, Mr. Cash.
John, what do you think of the match? The score is going to be at the match tonight.
Well, I don't know. What I do know is anything about politics, I'm your man.
Thank you very much, John.
Thank you. This is John Cole, BBC reporter at Westminster, and I'm as pissed as a fart, probably.